So here we go again. We have another round of everyone arguing about what race of actress should play Starfire. Ksenia Daniela recently announced interest in playing the character. Some people think that she really looks the part and would love to see her in it. Other people,
what's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You are crazy!
The race of the woman who plays her should be irrelevant, but because of the stupid ass back and forth that's been happening, the whole idea of Starfire in live action is ruined for me. That's not to say I don't want to see her in live action, obviously I do. You know who my favorite choice was a few years ago? It was Zazie Beetz. I'll go ahead and throw this out here. Back when Zazie Beetz played Domino in Deadpool 2, I thought, damn, she'd make a dope ass Starfire. But if we're talking about a fresh off the ship Starfire, she's too old for that. I'm way more concerned with how the production side of things will handle Starfire over which actress plays her. How she'll look, how her outfit will look. Will she have orange or gold skin? Will she have green eyes? How will her powers look? Will they have her fight like a Tamaranian warrior? That was my concern even before this stupid back and forth about Starfire's race got reignited for the 18,000th time. If Ksenia Daniela gets the role, great, I'm here for it, sure she'd be fine. But we can't even have that discussion about whether or not an actress can play a role because we're too busy obsessing over her skin color, which is the most head-ass thing of all time. The race obsession is stupid. Starfire is not a white character. She also wasn't intended to be black in the comics. And if you disagree with that statement, please find me an actual source that shows George Perez claiming this. Or Marv Wolfman, or anyone who actually worked with the two during the creation of the character. We as comic book fans have a bad habit of taking stuff that sound true and just running with it. Like this whole Irish Chacon thing, right? Because of course this argument always makes its way back to who Starfire was based off of. To my knowledge, all of that comes from a person who claimed he mentioned Irish Chacon during a convention. But then on Wikipedia, I see evidence that he never said that at all. Somebody who used to work with him, who was also at the convention or the panel, wherever this was, said Irish Chacon was never brought up. He's named Marilyn Monroe, Rosemary Lorenz, he included his first wife, and then fictionally, you have Red Sonja and Mighty Mouse. Over the years, artists have used women of all races and ethnicities as inspiration for their version of Starfire. From Rags Morales in the 2000s to Joshua Swaby just a couple years ago. Both aforementioned artists used black women for their Starfires. And there have been several other artists whose inspirations I can't confirm, but if I found out their Starfires were based off black women too, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But here we are again in the year of our Lord 2026, still arguing over whether a black woman or a white woman should play Starfire. And there are other features that Starfire has that need to be right, that actually matter. Generally speaking, she should have a smaller nose. Whoever plays her shouldn't have a huge schnoz. I don't think Starfire should have super thin lips. Starfire should have curves. Not saying she has to look like a video vixen, but she should have some curves. You know what else she should have? Muscles. She should look like she's athletic. But all of that stuff is way more important to me than the race of the woman underneath the makeup. And I'm not even singling out either side. At this point, I'm tired of both of y'all. I'm tired of one extreme playing revisionist history, claiming that she and all Tamaranians were intended to be black from jump, and therefore should only be played by black people. And even if it were the case, she should still be orange on screen. And I don't want any of you fuckers coming into my comment section talking about there are no orange people. Of course we have.
That's your bitch ass up.
We don't have any orange people. You're right, we don't. And yet we have Ahsoka Tano in live action Star Wars, played by Rosario Dawson as an adult and Ariana Greenblatt as a kid. We also don't have green people, but we got Gamora in the MCU, played by Zoe Saldana. All three of these women are multi-ethnic, with Afro-Latina roots of some sort or another, especially Zoe Saldana. And yet all of them manage to convincingly play an alien who is not of humanoid skin color. Wonder why that is.
Fucking whoops.
Take your obtuseness somewhere else. Same goes for everyone who loves to act like George Perez looked at a black woman and said, yup, that's Starfire, cause that definitely didn't fucking happen. You know what else resides in shit that definitely didn't happen land? This claim that Starfire is a ginger. She's not a ginger in the same way that Daphne from Scooby-Doo is a ginger, or April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles, or Mary Jane Watson. Now, if by ginger you mean character with red hair, then sure, she obviously counts. But she's not a white woman who has red hair. But even if Starfire were a white-passing alien with red hair, Ksenia Daniela could still play her.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Same reason why you can have Dean Cain, a man who's quarter Japanese, playing Superman. Because Superman is not white. He's not an Earthling. He looks white. So as long as you look white enough and have other features that are Superman-esque, obviously, you can play the role. And unless we're gonna retroactively cancel Lois and Clark for race-bending Superman, I don't want to hear shit about a multiracial person playing Starfire. You mental midgets. This is the most non-argument of all time. Oh my god, it's blackwashing.
You have nothing.
Now let me be clear. I do think there's a broader conversation to be had about how fans interpret different versions of Starfire, and how fans code different versions of Starfire as different ethnicities. Especially when you get into things like TT03 Starfire. And then there's the inherent anti-blackness that gets wrapped up in a lot of otherwise valid criticism of Anna Diop's Starfire. I did a whole hour-long video on that, where I went season by season and broke it down. But I could have easily just said, Starfire looks like a stripper in live-action Titans. And some people would have clapped and ate it up. This is a very nuanced topic, but all of that nuance gets lost when people just want to run on Twitter and scream and call you a racist if you don't think that Starfire is canonically black and should only be played by black women. And I find it so ironic that these people who have all the smoke for the racist white people also tend to be mad colorists. Because I'm telling y'all, if anyone who can pass a brown paper bag test gets the role of Starfire, these people will riot. In fact, I hope that when we finally do get a casting announcement, I hope Starfire is played by an actress who is neither black nor white, just so both sides can be equally pissed off. There is an Indian American actress named Avantika who I see brought up a lot with fan castings. She's my Starfire now. It's either Ksenia Daniela or Avantika. I'm not against her playing koriand'r, and it would set both sides of idiots on fire. Win-win. But that's my take on it. All of this is stupid because it all comes down to a fact that shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't matter. She's an orange or gold alien. Whoever plays her should be convincingly Starfire. One who is talented, has a big emotional range, cute in the face, thick in the waist, and can convincingly kick a bunch of ass. Oh, Anime, you're a race traitor. You hate your own race. You don't want to see a black woman be Starfire. Yes, the man with half a YouTube channel dedicated to Storm of all characters is anti-black. Okay, good luck getting that one to stick. Not to mention the fact that I rode for Anna Diop in my Anna Diop Starfire video. I was highly critical of the show and her portrayal of the character, but that was because of the writing, the costume design, and the special effects. If it weren't for them letting her down, and the rest of the cast, I'm sure she would have made a great Starfire. And if she weren't currently 37 years old, I'd be up for her being recast. I just really wish that we could all put this stupid ass argument to bed for the sake of the fandom. There are people, I know real life people, who are fans of Starfire or the Teen Titans in general, who refuse to interact with the fandom at all because of this bullshit right here. If they voice an opinion that says someone other than a black woman can play Starfire, then they're going to be pounced on and called a racist and have people camp out in their mentions for a week telling them they should KYS. And then if they say, you know what, Laura Kariuki actually would make a good Starfire. Then you got these other double-digit IQ motherfuckers come out in the woodwork calling you woke and DEI whatever bullshit term they're using this year. Oh, Anime, you're a dirty fence sitter. You're not taking a side. Oh no, I'm definitely on a side.
Side I'm always on. Mine.
And my side is cast an actress who looks the part, is in good athletic shape, and is talented enough to play the role. And preferably an actress who has some height on her, because Starfire is a tall drink of water. The minute we put this bullshit down, online fandoms can start to get a little more enjoyable. What do y'all think? Comment below, let me know. I thank you And your alien warrior hippie princess thanks you as well. So why don't you click on this video right here and get more alien warrior hippie princess in your life. And until next time, you better keep on simping.